Those of you picked pile 2 with the, wait a second, this is not pile 2. Well, shit. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Ciarra, and please do remember, if you do not like what I say, how I say it, or why I say it, then please do feel free to click off this video and go about the rest of your day in peace. And so we are back again with another pick a card, and this is another themed one, and the theme for this one is fairies. So as always, these are general readings that are for the collective, so not every card, not every message may resonate for you personally. And of course, if you're attracted to more than one pile, that is perfectly all right, because your personal message might be spread across more than one of these piles. So with that said, let me go ahead and introduce the piles that we have here today. And so for pile 1, we have this pastel pink fairy with the Spirit Aura Quartz here. Hopefully, oh, nope, it's going to run away again. It always is. We're just going to put it up there. There we go. For pile 2, we have the blue flower fairy with this piece of blue apatite. For pile 3, we have the bright pink flower fairy with the rhodochrosite. For pile 4, we have the purple fairy with the charoite piece. So definitely take as much time as you need, meditate on the cards, use a pendulum if need be, whatever it is that you do to connect to your intuition to select the correct pile for you today. Each one of these piles is going to have a completely unique message. This was just kind of like what you need to know from the Fae, and we'll just see what the messages are. So let's go ahead and jump into it. For you, those of you who chose pile 1 with this pastel pink fairy, we're going to go ahead and jump into your reading and see what it is you need to know. So we're going to start off with the tarot. So we have the 3 of Pentacles. We have the High Priestess. We have the Queen of Pentacles. I'm going to flip these over because they have double-sided images here. We also have the Knight of Pentacles. We have the Ace of Swords. We have the Chariot. And the Chariot is our last of the tarot cards. So, what am I getting here? Let's see. There's a lot here that has to do with other people, I feel like. I feel like there's going to be a lot of new connections coming in, especially connections that are going to be helping you to start something new, a new project perhaps, or just a new start in general for yourself. You definitely need to make sure that you're following your intuition when it comes to this, and the people that you are allowing into your circle. I feel like there is some important project that you all are working towards together, and there's definitely a lot of earth energy here. So people who are very grounded and know how to take their time with these projects. It doesn't feel like this is a process that's going to be rushed necessarily, even though we do have the Chariot here, which is usually representing, you know, that fast moving energy. But I feel like more so it's finally coming to terms and finding that right balance of sort of ingredients and knowing just how to, again, drive your own chariot forward to, you know, achieve the results you want. I feel like you are kind of going to somebody who has a little bit more knowledge than you yourself do, but they're not going to be somebody who gives you all the answers right away. In fact, they're going to be somebody who is quite tricky with their words. I'm just kind of thinking of the Sphinx. So they might almost speak in riddles to you about what it is that you're asking about, because they want you to find your own answers so that you can really grow and mature in your own way. and at your own pace. There's a lot here that has to do with going at your own pace and, again, acquiring more knowledge. I feel like there's a lot here that has to do with finding new ways to communicate what it is you need to do. And again, finding that balance between work and play, you know, being relaxed, being busy, not always trying to rush ahead, having a lot more control in that way. So we also have Penelope, the Dream Weaver. So we're going to go ahead and see what this card 28 has to say to you guys. So with her, she has to do with inspiration, magical dreams, and visions. So seek visions and inspiration. Be aware that they are often subtle and require close attention. Fantasies, dreams, and daydreams are all places an inspiration fairy can contact us, but she can also pop up unannounced in the midst of the most ordinary of activities, in the bath, washing the dishes, driving the car, or anywhere else that our mind is half occupied and half running on idle. Pay a special attention to unsought inspirations at this time. They have something wonderful to offer you, but it is up to you to catch them and bring them into reality. I can really relate to this kind of energy in this card because that happens to me all the time. And so definitely, it's like if you are getting really unique ideas and inspirations, they're definitely not going to make sense because they're more complicated than that, because in part they're almost like visions and predictions. Again, it's connected to this sort of psychic ability, but it's important for when they come in for you to jot them down however you can. If you have to write them down on your phone, on a napkin, it's like keep track of all of these ideas and these random thoughts that come into your mind, because they're really going to lead to new beginnings for you and really to help you to establish a really firm foundation, I feel like, that is going to really bring you forward to your goals. So next up, we also have Wild Violet here. So we're going to go ahead and see what the message is there. And let's actually put that one over here. So with Wild Violet, this is card 59, and the keyword here is romance. So yeah, there is a potential for that romance in some way, or maybe the romance that you're currently in achieving a new balance and start, because we have that Knight of Pentacles. But again, this is a slow burner. It's not something that's just going to be fast moving and crazy kind of like romance. It's something more grounded. So it may be time to perk up a current love affair or to welcome a new one into your life. Think of all the romantic things you can do. We always hear about the fairy tale romance, but as fairies will tell you, it doesn't happen without some effort. A relationship should be based on mutual respect and honesty and love. Small things go a long way in perking up a relationship. There's the small kiss on the cheek, just for nothing, or the hug at the door. Really listening to your partner is vital to any relationship. Get the basic building blocks under the relationship and then keep building. Even if you're not currently in a relationship with another person, you can treat yourself by creating a space in your home to pamper yourself. Romance isn't just for some. It's about a pretty tablecloth and flowers in a vase, soft music to relax by, or a nice glass of wine to drink before a warm fire. You are worth the effort. How can you put more romance into your life? So, oh great goddess of light, bring romance into my life. Cast about me an attraction spell. Pull it from a wishing well. Make it strong and make it true. For this I send my gratitude to you. So be it. Write yourself a love letter. So there's your little homework here, is to write kind of like a love letter to yourself, again, to pamper yourself, finding time out of your day to really just do something just for you, because again, that's going to help to balance you out, and it's going to help to, allow the inspiration to come in again, to really refresh and focus you. So our next card that we have here is Dragon's Pet in the reverse, and this is saying communication between species, animals, pets, magical companions, guardianship. So in the reverse, let's get an idea of what this is trying to tell you. It's card 42. So in the reverse, it's saying being distracted and dismissive of messages reaching you from your animal companions, plant allies from the wild, or those who choose to share their lives with you, not understanding that their perception is different to your own and oftentimes more powerful, not understanding the messages the fairies are sending you via your companions, having a sense of ownership rather than alliance and mutual relationships. You must develop your skills and listen to all that is with you when this card turns up for you in its upside down form. Don't block out the voices. Instead of reprimanding a barking dog, ask the dog why it barks, and then listen, really listen. It will come to you then, the voice of the fairies. So again, there is definitely a lot here where it's like you are receiving messages, but for some of you, you're having a really hard time listening to the messages because they're not in ways that are predictable. They're in unusual ways, and it can be kind of confusing. So you really need to get changing that perception and really welcome in however the messages come, even if it makes absolutely no sense. Again, it could be something like a barking dog or a hooting owl. It's just like something, by hearing that sound, a random thought might come to you. Don't dismiss the thought. I feel like that's what's kind of happening, is like these inspirations and these messages are coming through and they're kind of weird and they don't make any sense in the moment. And so you kind of dismiss them. You need to stop dismissing them, because if you actually take note of them, you'll be surprised how much forewarning about things you're actually receiving. I also, think it's interesting that this is bringing up that mutual relationships message, and that's what this was talking about. Some of you need to really make sure that you're cultivating, no matter if it's romantic or otherwise, mutual relationships where the receptivity goes both ways. Both parties are giving and taking equal measure. So we also have emotional flow here. So with this particular card, let's go ahead and see what she wants to tell you. Andella, I think is how I say it, maybe. Let's see, card 24. So with her here, she's saying, feeling deep sadness, having trouble expressing sadness and emotions to others, judging emotions as negative and denying them, refusing to cry, not drinking enough pure water, dehydrated, dry quality to life, judging tears and emotions as weak, learning to let go, needing to connect more to the element of water and its flow, feeling stuck, misjudged. A close friend will provide help and nurturing. So with this, it's, when Andella is with you, as you will feel an urge to cry, to release your tears. After you do so, you will feel softer, lighter, more open, and much more relaxed. Allow her to guide you to a sacred body of water, even if this is in your bath. And as you enter the water, see your pains and sorrows literally being washed away, gently away by Andella, as a mother would bathe her child and tend their hearts. For you are her child, her sister, her beloved soul friend, and she cares for you. Know that your sensitivity to pain is something that the world needs, and in time, this blessing will seem less like a curse. Do not become stuck in your pain. Express it gently and flow on. Andella is a being of exquisite sweetness, and her energy is deeply soothing and blessed. She will help you accept your emotional nature and not be overwhelmed by your own feelings. So clearly there's a message here of needing to work more through your feelings and the messages that you get through your feelings. I also feel like a lot of you are probably empaths, so you take on the feelings of other people a lot. So really, again, working with that body of water, the element of water, taking cleansing salt baths is going to be really, really beneficial for you guys, because again, it's going to help to release whatever it is you're still holding on to emotionally. I've just recently started doing that more myself, and it helps a lot, believe me. And so our final card here is balance. Take time to relax, indulge a little more or less, set boundaries within your work. See, this is what I feel like overall there's a big message here of that. So there is an area of imbalance in your life that needs addressing so you can lift yourself up into happiness and health. Moderation is the key to feeling good. This may relate to work, play, spending, saving, exercising, resting, being social, or spending time alone. If you've been working hard, staying up late to get things done, working at weekends, or not taking breaks, then this is a call to set a better balance between work and personal time. If you have been following a strict diet and are feeling deprived, this card encourages you to relax a little and find healthier ways to treat yourself without overdoing it. Equally, if you've been indulging a bit too much, it's time to take control and honor your body with healthier foods, exercise, and rest. In which area you need to create balance, be sure to look under the surface for an emotional cause for your behavior. Often there can be a belief that needs releasing or a wound that needs healing before you can enjoy moderation and be more gentle with yourself. When you find your own point of balance, you will feel happier, healthier, and have the energy to get out and enjoy even more. So see, you guys definitely do have, you know, a little bit of an imbalance that you need to work through. There is an emotional undertone to it. And again, only you guys who are watching this video will understand and know. You'll definitely know where this imbalance is. Again, if you're overindulging, if you're working too much, if you're not taking enough breaks, if you're not resting enough, like whatever it is, if you need to exercise more, drink more water, it's like you will know what the imbalance is. And by addressing that, and again, trying to create the balance, finding that underlying emotional key to it, and again, listening to the messages that are coming through, it's going to really help you to, you know, come into a better time of balance and victory for yourself, so you can really get your work done and again work better with others. So let's go ahead and get some final messages for you, group 1, with the spirit quartz. Let's see, what do you need to know? Final messages from the Fae. What do you need to know? All right. So, let's see what we have here. So we have rose quartz crystal. You know, that's the crystal I almost chose for this pile 1, but I wanted to try to pick something that was not another pink stone, but I was going to grab rose quartz originally. Soothing and warm, like love that flows. Once under your pillow, your magic grows. So clearly for you guys, working with rose quartz is going to be really, really beneficial. You can put rose quartz into a salt bath. It's not going to damage the stone. Clearly, this is also encouraging you to place one underneath your pillow, because this is just going to help to, you know, resonate and bring about more self-love, unconditional love. It will improve romance. It will just improve you and your overall mood, and again, help with that emotional state that we're talking about. We have sunrise. Every sunrise sings a song. Don't worry, be happy, just sing along. So again, enjoying the day. Maybe working at sunrise, doing some sort of meditation in conjunction with the sunrise would be very beneficial for you. We have portals. Where do we play? In nature, that's where. The garden gate will take you there. Clearly, you guys need to spend more time out in nature. You know, maybe garden a little bit. You know, spring is here. Maybe start a little garden for yourself. Even if you live in like an apartment in the city, you can still like have an indoor garden, or, you know, even if you have like a little windowsill, use that to create a little garden space and a little bit of nature within your own home. Shake it off. If you fall and others jeer, just shake it off and walk with cheer. Again, don't let other people bring you down. Medicine. Veggies and fruits from yellow to blue. Like medicine, they're good for you. So clearly some of you need to work more on your health situation. Again, put in more veggies and fruit into your diet and make it colorful. The more colorful your food is, the better it is. And I mean that with natural foods, like again, veggies and fruits, not candy. And then our last one is travel. Of all the things you can do, travel is in the cards for you. So again, maybe some of you might be traveling, or again, there's a lot of movement that's going to be happening for you. So with that said, that is everything I'm seeing here in your guys' pile. So if this resonated, please do leave a like on this video. Comment down below what you thought about it. Make sure to like and subscribe and turn on the bell notification if you do not want to miss any future videos. And if you'd like to help and support the channel in any way, there's going to be links to my Ko-fi, my Amazon wish list, and of course my Instagram, because I would love to see you guys over there. I'm always doing, you know, chances of winning free readings, posting more art, more tarot stuff. So definitely come over there. And if you'd ever like to book a private reading with me or me and my Pisces-Twin, all that info is down in the description. So thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. For those of you who picked pile 2 with the blue apatite and this blue flower fairy, we're going to go ahead and jump into your reading here, starting off with the tarot. So what do we have? We have the 10 of Wands. We have the Knight of Pentacles. This is an energy that just keeps coming up. We also have the Queen of Swords. We have the Seven of Wands. And we have the Seven of Swords. So you have 2 sevens here. That is pretty crazy. So with this set of cards, ooh, and let me go ahead and show the other side of this one, since these are actually double-sided cards, which are pretty interesting. But got 2 sevens. So definitely pay attention to 7 synchronicities. I feel like there's a lot here that has to do with, it's time to do some major releasing and some major detoxing in your life right now. Getting kind of harsh and honest with yourself about what it is you're still holding on to that is no longer good for you. Because I feel like you're almost in some ways, for some of you, it could be the case where you're kind of deceiving yourself. I mean, there could be a person in your life who is also deceiving you or stealing from you or something along those lines. But I feel like it has more to do with kind of your own, kind of deceiving yourself. It's like, you know when something is bad for you, yet you're still engaging with it. And again, this could be anything from a habit to a behavior to a literal person that you keep allowing back in, and you just know they're toxic and that they still keep causing you problems. So there's definitely a big message here that you need to kind of get, I'm just going to say, you're going to kind of need to get your shit more together here and put up some healthier boundaries. Because once you do that, it's like those healthy boundaries, and it's like you might be kind of like a, what was coming to mind was like a heart chakra person, but also kind of just like a soft person as it is, where it's like you don't want to hurt or harm others because you have a lot of compassion, but it's like you're having too much compassion for the wrong people, and you're not having enough compassion for yourself. Because by placing those healthy boundaries where you just tell somebody no, and again, you can tell somebody no without being an asshole, but sometimes some people, it's like you just kind of have to turn on the bitch in order to get them to get the point. But, you know, part of that is just honoring yourself and knowing your own worth. I feel like there's a lot here of you understanding your own worth and learning from your past mistakes. Instead of maybe, even for some of you, you might be trying to avoid looking back on past mistakes because you keep repeating the same patterns, even though you think you're making better choices, but really you're kind of not, because you're still going back and doing the same thing over again, just in a different guise. I feel like once you clear up this and you put on those healthy boundaries, somebody better or a better just situation for yourself is going to finally come in. It's not going to happen overnight. It's going to take some time with the Knight of Pentacles here, but it's going to be worth your time. Again, you need to release some of the burdens that you're holding on to. It almost feels like maybe for some of you, you're a single parent or something along those lines, where it's like you're the one who's taking care of everything, so you have a lot of pressure on yourself. You need to be a little bit gentler on yourself and make sure that you are taking care of you as well, because you can't help anybody else or like your child if you yourself are not at your top game. So you really need to put, again, up those healthier boundaries so that you can stop letting the toxicity or the negativity come in, whether in the form of your own thoughts, situations, or a person or people. So let's see what else we have here. So we have the Lanium in the reverse, and we have, I can't say any of these, Lothus the Wild also in the reverse. So we have 2 reversed ones here. So let's go ahead and see what their message is for you. So this is card 30. Let's see. So unconditional giving, unconditional receiving. So in reverse, ask yourself if you've been giving too much and it's time to stop and attend to your own needs for a bit. Alternatively, ask yourself if you've been refusing to receive the bounty of the universe flowing through the Lami's hands just because it wasn't in quite the form you expected, or because it was from a different source than what you wanted it to come from. Sometimes we put restrictions on our receiving. For example, we may feel that that approval and love has to come from one specific person, or all other approval and love is without value to us. If so, we need to learn to accept what comes from any source as coming from a loving universe, blessed by the Lami's hands. So, yeah, again, some of you are not, being open to receiving what it is you need, or again, you're giving too much. For you guys who are watching this, you're going to know which one it is. If you're the one who is giving too much or the one who is refusing to receive. And whichever one it is, you need to stop. So let's also go ahead and look at card 57 here. So with this, Lothus the Wild, haste, impulsiveness, fire, spontaneity, and balance. So in the reverse, in a reverse position, Lothus speaks of burnout, blocked or even exhausted creative energy. He suggests that we need to find ways to regenerate and recharge ourselves so we can continue the race, but at our own healthy pace. He suggests that our fire is low and we must be replenished by appropriate activities before we can resolve the issues we are dealing with. Here we see the reverse Lothus representing fire in its destructive mode. However grim or delightful that process may appear to be, we must remember that destruction is not always a bad thing. There are things that need to be destroyed, injustice and cruelty, for example, but these things have to be handled with great care. We cannot heal injustice with more injustice, nor cruelty with additional cruelty. If we wish to fight the twisted fire of cruelty, which is passion gone sour and insane, we must find a way to lovingly counter it with the fire of creativity and compassion. Lothus is eager to help with his wonderful, creative, destructive fire, but we must be careful with him. He is the epitome of unbounded enthusiasm and can lead us to burnout or to glory. We must use his fire well, or he will take control and use us, leaving nothing but a little pile of ashes blowing away in the wind. So, yeah. So again, some of you are majorly dealing with burnout or blocked creativity. Burnout creativity, block creativity, just exhausted in general. That's definitely that 10 of Wands, and the Wands have to do with sensuality, creativity, and sexuality. So it's like makes a lot of sense. So let's also see what we have here as well. We have, oh my God, what was I just fucking saying? I was talking about sensuality, sexuality, creativity, and she's holding an orange orb, which has to do directly with the sacral chakra, and we have the chakra fairy here. So yeah, you guys would really, really benefit by doing some chakra healing, working on your chakras more, especially that sacral chakra. So, and also your third eye with all the purple here. So let's go ahead and see what her message is for you. So again, the key word here is alignment. Chakras are whirling spheres of energy that hold our astral and etheric bodies within our physical bodies. They channel the energy we receive from the universe and put it into a form that is usable within the human body. These spheres regulate and balance all the energies that vibrate through us. All is well as long as these fields of energy are in alignment. However, if they become bogged down or spin at the wrong vibration, issues can arise. Problems can include ill health, low energy, depression, mental or emotional conditions. It is a good idea to do a chakra exercise daily. This need not take a long time to do. If you are pinched for time, ask your elemental helpers to balance your chakras for you. They will be glad to do so. One easy method for balancing chakras is through visualization. Sit in a chair or recline on a bed. You may light a candle or play soft music. Just be comfortable and warm enough to be able to relax thoroughly. Now begin breathing regularly. Start with nice deep breaths, and after a few breaths, move down into a steady breathing just as you would when you go to bed at night. Visualize before you a beautiful, clear red mist. Now breathe that mist way down deep into your body. Exhale any negative energies or worries that may have been bothering you. Breathe this red mist into your body for several breaths until it feels like you are done. Next, see an orange mist before you and begin to breathe in this clear, bright orange mist. Continue with yellow, then green, then blue, next indigo, and violet. I like to finish by visualizing the clear white light. This is like the finishing touch that strengthens the connection to spirit. So again, you're kind of breathing in the colors associated with each chakra, pulling them into you and having it cleanse through and remove the negativity or the toxic kind of energy that is stopping your chakras from flowing correctly. It's funny this is coming up because, again, I just recently did a whole series of chakra related videos and pick-a-cards here on my channel, so you guys might be interested, if you haven't already, watching those, to go through those and see what messages come up in relation to each of your chakras, because there might be some additional help there. But the chant here is, I recognize the patterns of energy that flow through and about my body. These energies are in perfect divine balance. My health is radiant. My mind is clear. I am in harmony. I give thanks to spirit. Spirit, so be it. Spin a top today. So next card we have here is Snail's Pace. Slow down, grounding, listening for the heartbeat of the earth, subtle energies. So we have a lot of this same kind of message coming up. You really need to work on getting grounded, stopping with the burnout, and get centered again. Again, do that chakra work. So with this, the fairies can see beneath the shell you present to others, and they know too that you doubt your own impact and influence, but they look upon you tenderly. And they wish for you to take the time to slow down, find your own pace and place in the world, and to go your own way. This fairy's appearance signifies oh so strongly that it's time for you to find the path that is your own. While others may see you as lazy or even slow and a little foolish, that is none of their business. It is time to slow down, to check your pace, and to find the rhythm that feels best to you. And know that you have a fairy guardian watching over you, happy to see you moving into your own energy, time, and space. You can be lonely at times and need to be aware of your surroundings. Your hard shell protects a sweet and soft being. You leave behind silvery beauty, an energy stream that is discernible to those, discernible to those who are sensitive, or it's discernible to those who are sensitive as you are. Do not confuse slowing down for a time of stasis, as from this soft contemplation of a gentle pace, you will create anew. When you observe the creative forces that you have mustered together and released into the material world, you will realize that your thoughts have created the tangible reality about you. What do you see that you love? What would you like to incorporate into your life? There will soon be many new choices. For now, please work on nurturing, protecting, and loving yourself by keeping a slow and gentle pace. Pay attention to what is happening in each moment. Listen to your heartbeat. Feel it echo throughout creation. So there is your message from that one. Again, slowing down and working at your own pace. Don't try to rush and kind of think that you have to do this in the same way as somebody else, because that's not right for you. So our next card here is the Dragon Fae Goddess Tiamat. You are stronger than you think. Exactly. So with this card here, let's see. Her message for you has to do the knowledge of the eternal nature of the soul. Be aware of your own soul's journey through time and space. Be aware that you are made up of galactic star material, earthly materials of the ocean and of fire. A time when others say things about you that are not only untrue, they are inspired by their own fear. Soon you will have recognition and a kind of rebirth, and you will realize that you are a strong warrior, a being whose spirit can never be vanquished. Just as your complexity and brilliance can never be fully captured in words or images, go on and recreate your life from this ending that seems hard to bear. What you go on to create will have beauty, genius, wisdom, and grace in it. You may face challenges in finding a home, or a construction or dwelling may not be going to plan. Build on and know that your plans will reach fruition for generations to come. Astrology, astronomy, and the science of stars. So, again, this has to do with building something for yourself, building a legacy to leave behind for the next generation that you create that is going to matter. And I definitely feel like for you guys, it's really, really important that you kind of understand your own background, your own galactic origin. Some of you could be kind of star seeds here and resonate to that. I feel like it would be really, really beneficial for you to start learning about your own astrology, your own natal chart. What is happening with your natal chart? What does your progress chart look like? Do you even know the placements of the planets in your natal chart when you were born, in what houses, and how that affects you? How it is continuing to affect you? I feel like for some of you, it's with the snail space, it was talking about, you know, a hard, oh my God. Sorry, knocking over the camera. You know, I was talking about a hard outer shell and like a soft kind of inside. That is so a Cancer thing. So some of you maybe are Cancers or you have Cancer rising. Something along those lines. Potentially, again, not all of you are going to have that, but some of you might. Either way, look into your astrology. Learn about the stars, the galaxy, you know, constellations. You might find a lot of guidance through that. So your last card here is dance. So with this, it's saying, move your body to music. Dance with the rhythm of life. Manifest your dreams through dance. So again, getting out there, getting some movement into your life. Having fun with it too with dance. So dancing will help you shake off any stuck energy that may be blocking a manifestation and help you speed up the delivery of your desires. Movement and music open your chakras. What the fuck? So clearly, you guys working with dancing and music to help with your chakra work is going to be really significant. So anyway, in your chakras, get your energy flowing and unleash the feel-good endorphins that help align you with more abundance. Dancing can be used to shift you from doubt, worry, fear, or anger into optimism, excitement, and gratitude. Put on music to match the energy you need to shift and let your body guide the dance to find release. Let go of any need to dance well and find freedom in moving without inhibition. When you have shifted into a higher space, put on uplifting music and bring in your dreams with dance. Imagine yourself living the life you really want. Then call it in with your body. Beam powerful intentions out into the universe while you're in this high energy state, and let them be carried on the waves of joy radiating out from you, making dancing a daily manifestation practice, and you will soon enjoy the physical and energetic benefits that come with feeling good. This joyful unicorn tells you that your body wants to move and flow with music, and this is the time to honor that desire. Wow. So literally do that in relation to the chakra work you need to do. It's going to help a shit ton. So let's pull some final messages for you guys, group 2 with the blue apatite. And let's see what you need to know from the fairies for just final messages. Okay, final messages. All right. So let's go ahead and take a look at these. So we have, you're on the right path. The way ahead is clear and true. You've chosen the right path for you. We also have, believe. Magic is there when you believe. So dream big things you can achieve. We also have, keep going. The world at times is big and loud, but you will make sure you're safe and sound. We also have rain. Rain, rain comes today. Let all your troubles wash away. Animal healing. No matter the creature, earth, sky, or sea, animals show us how true love can be. We also have the green fairy. A cheeky green fairy on your behalf is appearing here to make you laugh. We then have practice. After a while, you'll dance on air. Practice makes perfect. You're almost there. And then we have 4-leaf clover. You have found a 4-leaf clover. Unlucky times will soon be over. So a lot of these are really encouraging to tell you to just keep going. Keep working on, again, releasing what is toxic and what is no longer serving you. Again, you are stronger than you realize. And it's just a matter of, again, taking your time, getting movement more into your life, dancing and working on this chakra that's really going to help you and, again, uplift you from the burnout you've experienced. So with that said, I hope I hope that this resonated, and if it did, please do leave a like, comment down below, subscribe, turn on the bell notification if you do not want to miss any future videos. And if you'd like to help and support the channel in any way, there's going to be links to my Amazon wish list, my Ko-fi, my Instagram. Definitely come over and check out my Instagram because I'm always doing, chances to win free readings with me, posting more art, more tarot stuff, all that good stuff. And if you'd ever like to book a private reading with me or me and my Pisces-Twin, all that info is also down in the description. So thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. All right, for those of you who picked the bright pink flower fairy here, we're going to go ahead and dive into your reading and see what it is you need to know right now from the Fae. So let's go ahead and start with your tarot cards. So first card we have is the Devil. We then have the King of Wands. We also have the King of Cups. And we have the Ace of Wands. So, it's a very interesting group of cards right here. So we have two kings here. So I definitely feel like potentially for you guys, there could definitely be two people involved in whatever the situation is. Again, somebody, or again, it could be one person who kind of represents both of these qualities, or again, it's you who needs to take on both of these qualities of these kings, because the King of Wands is very passionate, very fiery. He really just goes after those goals. He's not afraid of any kind of challenge. And the King of Cups he's a bit more controlled, it feels like, because he's found that emotional balance and mastery. He's very good at both the sciences and the arts. He's a very good business. They're both very good business. Well, it's like the King of Wands is more kind of like that really good war leader who like can strategize and knows how to get shit done. The King of Cups is the more of like the negotiator and the businessman. So then we of course have the Devil here. So normally I would say, the Devil could be has to do a lot with what we're holding on to, toxic behaviors, needing to make decisions, make smarter decisions for yourself, because there's still some stuff that you're holding on to that is negative in nature, that is chaining you down, and you're just allowing it to. Because again, the Devil is all about free will. So it's a choice that you consciously made. And it could honestly be for a certain group of you that there could be a kind of toxic masculine that you've been dealing with in your life that you need to cut ties with and, make a new beginning for yourself. I also feel like another way of kind of reading this energy here is that, especially with the Devil and the Ace of Wands, this has a lot to do with, and probably in regardless to any kind of situation it is, has a lot with you guys owning up to your own sensuality and sexuality and creativity. The Devil is also, I do take the Devil as like an extremely creative card as well, because it's sort of that chaotic creativity and sexuality where it's just the purest essence of it, that it's almost borders on the madness aspect. But it can be a very good thing because of that. So really kind of setting yourself free in that sense of no longer putting a restriction on yourself when it comes to what it is you enjoy, what is your creativity or your sensuality or sexuality, no longer feeling guilty about whatever that is and liberating yourself. That's what I also feel like comes with this combination here. So just do it. Just do the thing that you've been thinking about. And I feel like once you do that, again, any sort of toxic masculine connections that you have, even your own inner masculinity, will be able to improve from that by taking that action in a more healthy direction that's more honest to who you are. But also, it could call in and catch the eye of some people who could really help further you or could be possibly romantic interests for you. So let's go ahead and see what our next card is here. So we have, I can't say this one, Ecstasis. Yeah, I don't know how to say it, but this is card 2. Let's go ahead and see what its message is for you in the upright. So It's about ecstasy, joy, rapture, and motivation. Exactly. Big on the ecstasy here. So, ecstasy is something people seek. It feels better than good. It feels, well, ecstatic. We experience it in tiny bursts and in bigger surges. It enables us to recognize the sacred nature of our own being as an experienced fact. Not merely a theory or article of faith. Ecstasy is not something we can make within ourselves, but something that flows through us when we open ourselves to it. It fills us with the power and with the motivation to grow, to become what we have the positive potential of being, and to fulfill our purpose in being here and now on this planet. When we are feeling these surges of joy, we are empowered and we know that we are on an appropriate track for us, the track that leads to greater meaning and fulfillment in our lives. This card in a reading says, among other things, go for it. Ace of Wands. It confirms that we are on course, moving in a good direction, and that we are in harmony with the great song. It says great joy and great accomplishment are within your reach. Its song is also lights up and empowers the cards around it, healing the past, intensifying the moment, enlightening the future. So I also feel like, because with the devil here, that is a Capricorn energy. So this definitely could be related to your work. I also got another message where for some of you, this could also be about kind of trying to make a decision between two people. Again, these two kind of kings, regardless of what their actual gender is in your life, if they're male or female or whatnot, they just embody these kings energy. But it feels like for some of you, you could try to be making a decision between the two of them. And again, the decision lies with you. You have free will completely. You don't have to be obligated to one or the other. Don't be guilt-tripped into staying with one person, even though in your heart, the other person gives you this ecstasy that you're looking for. So it's like, yeah, just do it. Again, just go with it. Go with the things that light you up. And you know, that were kind of related to this carnal kind of devil-like human nature energy that is, you know, so many people want to try to deny it and hide from it, but sorry, it is a part of us. And the more you try to deny and try to hide it, the more you're chaining it up, and the more it's like any kind of animal. The more you chain it up and you try to restrict it, the more it's going to fight and pull against it. So instead of doing that, just set it fucking free and let it run wild for a while, and so that it builds trust with you. You know, if that makes sense. Hopefully that analogy makes sense. I don't know if it did. But our next card here is Believe. Card 16. So what is it you need to believe in? You need to believe that you got this and that you have control over the situation. Because it feels like you think it's so out of your control, but really it's not. Again, the cards are all the ball is in your court. So again, the key word here with believe is faith. You have pulled this card to remind you to believe in yourself, your divinity, and have faith in spirit. This may be a time when you have been facing questions about your life and asking for answers. You may wish to know if you're on the right path. This card tells you that you are divinely guided. Release all of your doubts. If someone tells you that your dreams are not realistic, remember, who are they to judge your path? You have the voice within that gives you your answers. It will not lie to you. Listen to its message. It will only give you sound advice. It may be time for you to evaluate your belief in a higher power. Realize that you are part of this higher intelligence. You are made of the same stuff. Have faith in your connection and rejoice that it is so. Believing is a very important step in actually manifesting your good on earth. Believe also in the other realms that you cannot necessarily see. They believe in you. Like you, they are divine by birth. They will help you work with the concept of faith if you just ask for their help. And it's funny because this card was saying, if I remember right, that you are on the right path. You're just doubting yourself, and maybe you're allowing some other people to try to sway your path. Don't let it. Don't let... Oh, that was really funny. I'm just going to say what came to mind. Don't let that dick sway you. Or I guess for some of you, don't let that pussy sway you. But either way, it's just don't let it sway you. Okay? You are the master of your own fucking domain. And so, again, nobody else's fucking opinion. No matter how close, no matter how important, no matter how much they love you or whatnot, you need to let that dictate, don't let that dictate what you feel is right for you. Okay? That's just what I'm getting here. That might sound kind of selfish or whatnot, but it's like sometimes you kind of need to honor you and what you need, not always what somebody else thinks that you need, if that makes sense. Hopefully that does. So the chant here is, I believe in the divine spirit that guides me. I trust my inner knowledge. I am part of divinity and manifested on earth. Wherever I go, so walk my angels and my guides. I am never alone. I am supported by life itself. So be it. Believe in fairies today. So our next card here is Cry for Nature. Mourning for something sacred which seems lost, in the reverse here. So very curious to see what this says. All right. So this is card 8. And with this card in the reverse, it's talking about, in this card's case, the reverse position simply intensifies the upright position. The sadness may have fueled a feeling of nihilism, one which many young people can experience, making them feel alienated, angry, and can lead to self-harming activities. These young ones need to engage in meaningful activism to overcome the despair at the greed and lies that they can clearly sense all around them. They also need good food, plenty of physical activity, and most must be cautious of being medicated out of their activism. If left without purpose, these young beings can find themselves lost, with a belief that all people are untrustworthy, greedy, and materialistic. They must take action, become informed, be well, and raise their warrior voices to make meaningful changes that will help support this beautiful planet and all of her beings. So yeah, for some of you, I feel like some of that is going to ring pretty true. Some of you could be of a younger age, and really regardless of your age, you could still have like a young soul where it's like you can sense these lies and the bullshit happening. And oh boy, is it coming to light recently when I'm filming this particular video. But it's like you need to have a healthy way of presenting your activism out there and getting your message out across. And again, taking good care of yourself, again, with good food, staying away from processed foods, GMOs, any of that kind of stuff. It's not good for you. Fluoride, stay away from fucking fluoride. And again, you can do a lot more than you realize if you just raise your voice. So we also have here the Dawn Watcher. Bells will ring. So definitely pay attention to clairaudient messages that you receive. If you hear bells, pay a lot of attention to whatever message or thing you were thinking about at that time, because there's something very significant about that. So pay close attention. So with this, spiritual awakening, premonitions, and forewarnings are strong right now. Pay attention. Signs coming through in ordinary and seemingly coincidental ways. Pay attention. Precognitive dreams, especially in the early hours of the morning, clairaudience, and other forms of sixth sensory information gathering, strengthening and gaining urgency and purpose, clairvoyance, clear seeing, clairsentience, clear knowing, and empathy, all very strong at this time. Watch for messages from the animal kingdom and for the appearance of the dragon fae in the form of paintings, film depictions, and signs. They are speaking with you now. So again, this is all about being alert and aware and open to the messages that are coming through. Definitely be working on strengthening your clair abilities. You can Google, there's plenty of resources out there about how to strengthen your clair abilities, no matter which ones. And there's even, pages that tell you and break down, what each clair ability is, so that you can identify which ones are your strongest ones. I think we all have a ability to kind of tap into every single clair, but just some of us are going to have a more strong connection with certain things. Like I am more of a clairvoyant, which is clair seeing, clairsentience. What is the other one? Claircognizance. Those are kind of more mine. Well, say my Pisces twin, she's way more clairaudient than I am. So again, we all have unique clairs that are stronger for us, but we can all kind of tap into all of them regardless. I'll have clairaudient moments, but for me, that's not my strongest one. If I worked at it, could I make it stronger? Probably. But again, it's just knowing where your strengths lie and again, putting more focus into that. So our last card here is compassion. Be gentle with yourself. Forgiveness will set you free. See the light in yourself and in others. So with this card, you are an old soul who has journeyed through many lifetimes and has had many experiences. You learn more each time you incarnate, and in each life, you always do your best. It is easy to look around, compare yourself with others, and feel that you're not good enough or not as far ahead as you could be. Your life is not a race or a competition. It is a personal soul journey for you to take at your own pace and in your own way. So please be gentle with yourself. See yourself through the eyes of the divine as a perfect, worthy being and know you are loved unconditionally. No matter what you have ever said or done, set yourself free from the prison of guilt, shame, and unworthiness you have locked yourself into by forgiving yourself. Be conscious of the critical voice in your head and replace its judgments with thoughts of love. This compassion will lift you into higher energies, lighter emotions, and a greater capacity to receive. The same is true for others in your life. Be willing to release all the resentment you carry and know that you only poison yourself by holding on to blame. Look for the light in everyone and know you are doing their best. They're doing their best too. Let waves of divine compassion flow out of your heart to the world around you. Miracles happen when you live from this place of love and when you see the good in everyone and everything. So again, practice more compassion for yourself and for others. Even if they're shitty people, just gonna say it, try to have compassion for them because look at it as they just don't know any better. And hopefully someday they will realize it or they won't. But that's really not your responsibility to try to force them to realize what they need to realize themselves. So let's go ahead and pull some final messages for you guys, group 3, and see what it is you need to know. Oh no, that went right behind my little table here. Oh. All right, let's pull one more for group 3, final message, and there we go. Okay, so, I'm losing my voice from readings today. So we have portals. Where do we play? In nature, that's where the garden gate will take you there. So again, spending some more time out in nature. Medicine, veggies and fruit from yellow to blue, like medicine, they're good for you. Again, you need to incorporate more vegetables and fruits into your diet. The more colorful, the more exciting. Just have fun with it. Just try new and weird things because it's going to benefit you more than you realize. Travel. Of all the things you can do, travel's in the cards for you. We also have turquoise. A turquoise crystal in this color blue. Its healing magic works for you. So for a lot of you, get a piece of turquoise or some turquoise jewelry and wear it, use it, carry it around with you. It's going to help you a lot. We also have rainbows. In our forest, no trees debate. Rainbows stand with love, not hate. We also have backpack. Get your compass. Adventure is yours. Get out of the city and enjoy the outdoors. So again, you have travel, you have the portals, which is talking about nature, and now we have this. So yeah, getting out there, getting some fresh air is going to be really important for you. And the last one we have is be strong. When trouble seems to be brewing nearer, your inner strength will keep you clear. So yeah, you are strong. Be strong. You can get through this. Have compassion for yourself and all of that. So if this resonated, please do leave a like on this video. Comment down below what you thought about it. Make sure to like and subscribe if you would like to see more videos like this. And feel free to give any suggestions if you have any. If you'd like to help and support the channel in any way, there's going to be links to my Amazon wish list, my Ko-fi, my Instagram. Definitely come and check out my Instagram because I'm always doing, opportunities to win free readings with me, posting more art and tarot related stuff. And of course, if you'd like to book a private reading with me or me and my Pisces twin, all that info is down in the description. So thank you all so much for watching and I will see you in the next one. For those of you who picked the fourth and final pile with this purple fairy here and the Chairite stone, let's go ahead and jump into your reading, starting off with the tarot. So what do we have for you guys? We have the Eight of Cups. We have the Knight of Cups. So a lot of cup energy, a lot of emotions going on here. We also have the Ten of Wands, which these are reversible images. But we have the Ten of Wands, and we have the Empress here. So a big part of this is you guys need to really move away from burdens that you're holding on to. You need to go take life at a slower pace, I feel like. And again, some of you just need to, it's like you have an idea. You need to follow that idea. Even if it doesn't make sense to other people, you just need to kind of go after your goal without worrying about what anybody else is going to think about it. Again, don't be holding on to the judgments and the guilt from other people just because they couldn't succeed in that area doesn't mean that you will. So again, don't listen to that kind of criticism because their story isn't your story. I feel like with the Empress, you guys can really bring about some new growth for yourself. You have some fantastic ideas. You know, again, the Empress being present could also be referencing pregnancy for some of you, if that is something you're going after. But I feel like you need to kind of, if that is something you're trying to go after and you've had difficulties with it, you need to kind of release some of the stress you're holding on to it, because that doesn't help the situation at all. I also feel like with the Nine of Cups here, you know, there's somebody who is really, what I'm getting from this one is, who is really, really enamored with you. Because again, they see this Empress energy. They see you as this kind of rare find. And they're going to approach you and they're going to pursue you. But you might be kind of hesitating or hiding away from it. Or you have doubts about this person. Because again, the Knight of Cups can be kind of a Casanova. So they might seem like, you know, a player or something. But it's like their feelings for you are sincere and honest. And they're really, they want to like support you. They want to worship you is what I'm getting here. With this Empress energy and the Knight of Cups, it's like you are something that they really want to pursue. But there's also an element here that you need to make sure that you are still following your own path and you're not getting distracted from your path because this person is rushing in so much. But they can really help, I think, to release some of the burdens you're holding on to in a way. Because, again, it feels like you're trying to do too much and it's like taking away from the main thing that you really need to work on manifesting here with the Empress. So let's see what else we have. So we have the Singer of Courage in the reverse. So with this particular card, let's go ahead and see what its message for you is. It's card 8. So with card 8, it is about bravery, sublimation of fear, and moral strength. So in the reverse, when the song of courage has grown faint, we feel overcome by fear and self-doubt. The questions we need to ask ourselves begin with, what am I really afraid of? Quite often, deep soul searching enables us to discover that our true fears are hidden behind our false fears. It is impossible to face false fears because they are merely shapeshifters and shadows without substance, continually changing form. Facing a real fear is much easier because it doesn't keep changing. The rules doesn't keep changing the rules and moving the goalposts. The question then becomes, what can I do to open my heart to courage? So when I feel fear, I can follow through on what I want and need to do. As an Oracle group member wisely suggests, another question to ask is, what else is present? She notes, when fear of any kind arises in the mind, more space is allowed in the heart if one acknowledges the fear while at the same time looking for whatever else besides the fear is also there. Thus, one neither ignores nor gives too much focus to the fear itself, and more space opens up within each. Within each, the fear can be explored and liberated. So again, this has a lot to do with like what sort of fears you guys are holding on to, because it feels like you definitely are holding on to a lot and it's keeping you from making that big move that you need to do. So we also have here card 28, the Dormouse. So Let's go ahead and see what the message is here with this card. So this is all about home. The Dormouse card can represent your home or a place where you feel the happiest or the safest. The physical body is also the home for your soul and at times can be reflected in this card. It can also be about family, close relationships, and childhood memories. It speaks of goals you may have for your home, moving, renovating, or redecorating. It also encompasses the yard and the gardens. In order to determine what it is that you are being asked to focus on, relax for a moment and sense what comes to mind. Pay attention to your feelings. What are they guiding you? Where are they guiding you? What emotions does the card bring up? Go with the feeling and ask, what is it? What is this about? What is it I need to look at again and why? So again, we have a lot of cards so far here that are like really encouraging you to kind of sit down and ask yourself some questions and see how you naturally respond to them and make note of that. Perhaps you need to clear a childhood trauma from your aura. It might be that you need to revisit the pleasant, carefree memories of your youth. If you're unhappy with your surroundings, it might be that it is time to change residence. Sometimes the energy of a home does not support your comfort and well-being. Sometimes a home just needs to be cleansed. It needs to be in order and clean, but also smudged or cleansed on a spiritual level. Light a smudge stick, say a prayer, or sprinkle salt or water, and walk slowly through the rooms. Ring chimes or bells or clap your hands or drum in all the rooms to break up stagnant energy. If you choose, just visualize doing all of these things. You could also ask what your helping friends from the other realms cleanse the house and property for you. Your physical body, the home of your soul, needs to also be kept clean and in good running order. Do the things that are good for your well-being on all levels. Home is where the heart is. So the chant here is, my home is within my heart. I carry it with me wherever I go. It is a state of peaceful being and a joining with spirit. I choose to surround myself with love and light. I choose to release all that is not for my highest good. I rejoice in the pleasant memories of my past and the hopes and desires for my present. Life is good, so be it. Have the fairies over for tea today. So again, do a literal detoxing or cleansing of your home or your space, also of your own body. Make sure you're taking care of your sacred, temple, your home for your soul right now in this life. So we also have here, so let's see. We have Acorn's Invitation, Touch, Exchange, and Connection. And we have Shimmer, Glamour, Confidence, Allure, and Charisma in the reverse. So yeah, I feel like both of these cards are going to have a lot to do with this Knight of Cups situation, because I feel like the Knight of Cups is like this invitation, with this person handing their cup to you that wants this exchange. They want this connection. They want to touch you. And it feels like maybe some of you are having a really low amount of confidence. And you're like questioning, like, why is this person interested in me? Because you feel like you don't have, you don't feel like you have this desirability or this glamour or this allure. And it's like, you do, you can't see it, but this person can. So let's go ahead and talk about Acorn's Invitation. So the meaning here is, this card also represents a beautiful man, physically appealing, earthy in nature, well in body, healthy in sexual appetite, who has a strong association with the archetype of Robin Hood or Robin Goodfellow. He has something of the faun or satyr or pan about him, and while he is a man, truly he is also there to help his woman by loving and honoring her physicality. A unique aspect of the fairy realm is that it honors both the goddess and the god. Fairies teach us to be vital, to be healthy, and that a part of this is to glory in our physical selves and our physical desires. The fairy man is not talking about a kind of base physical gratification, a filling up of a void, an appetite sated. He is speaking of true communal, healing, loving touch. As his fingers caress the earth, so he respects and loves the woman, the feminine, the mother, the crone, and the maiden. He reminds us that when we touch something, we are in communion with it. We are at one with it. Touch is an energy of communion and an exchange between two or more people or beings. No one can touch and be left unchanged. When we touch with fairy fingers, super sensitive and fully aware and conscious, we experience the sublime and we make better choices about who we touch and who touches us and why. Massage, lovemaking, earthy sensuality, touch therapies. Wow. Okay, guys, like, yeah, this is definitely a big pile here that has to do with relationships and physical relationships. But again, not just for simple gratification. Like, this is somebody who really wants a deep connection. And again, their love language is definitely through physical touch. Like, straight up, that is what I'm getting here. And that is their love language. And they want to worship you as their equal, as the empress for them. So again, regardless of what this person's actual gender is, again, no matter what, they're going to be very physically beautiful to you, and they're going to want this exchange with you because, again, they see your beauty in that way. So let's also talk about this other card in the reverse, which I definitely feel like, you know, again, I feel like this card is really representing whoever this Knight of Cups is coming in, and this is representing you. So let's talk about this, because in the reverse, you may feel that you don't have the confidence, the energy, or the appearance, or even the image to handle a meeting or opportunity that will soon arise for you. But the fairy wishes you to know that with the glamour, you can walk amongst any and be their equal. Glamour is not a mask or a disguise, but beneath its protection, we can observe and see what is truly going on without revealing all. You may feel a little less than regarding your appearance and manner in comparison with others you will be spending time with, but know that the enchantment of glamour is yours, and you can work this magical shape-shifting to become your own most magical self. So yeah, this is all about bumping up your confidence and your beauty and feeling more comfortable in your skin, because again, this person is going to come across your path for you guys. And again, they're going to be very unexpected for you, because they're just going to be like, for you personally, they're just going to be like the complete package, and you're just going to be like, what the fuck? Like, you're going to feel very like, how do I handle this? Because why are they approaching me? Because again, they can see what you are failing to see in yourself. But the moment that you're able to see it, you can really, you know, take advantage. I don't want to say it like that, but like take advantage of this opportunity that is coming your way. And you really need to hop on it, because holy shit, like, I wouldn't be fucking complaining. Like, Jesus Christ, come on, guys. Like, you got a really good opportunity here. Hop on that shit. I got some other dirty things going in my mind that I could say. So I'm just gonna fucking say it. You can hop on that dick. Again, or whatever other bits or pieces that they have. It doesn't matter, you know, what the gender is. Again, whatever suits you and what you're attracted to, that's what this person is. They're literally like, it sounds like to me like they're your ultimate, like what you would ultimately want. And you're just so blown away by the fact that they're actually approaching you, because you thought, like, it just feels like a case where it's like, you think this person is so out of your league, but really they're not. They're not. They're just right for you. So let's go ahead and see what else we have here. So we also have the Pendragon. Pure male energy. Okay, you know, it's just a fact that the majority of the people who, you know, demographic that watches my videos are female, which means probably a large majority of the females who watch this are attracted to the masculine, to the male. But again, regardless, whoever this situation is, they have a lot of male energy about them that's just going to be extremely alluring to you. Regardless. Or again, this is a message for you guys to take more charge and, you know, embrace your own masculine energy more. Or again, the masculine energy is going to come at you and come at you in other ways. So with Pendragon, This card signifies pure, sheer masculine energy, and as such, it suggests issues and conditioning to do with masculine role models in your life. Maleness is somehow significant in your life when this card makes its appearance. The Pendragon can also come up when men are facing fatherhood and responsibility for the first time, or the seventh. It is for women a revealing card about their attitudes towards masculinity, as defined by our current culture, which is very much involved in the radical process of revolution. This card often comes up when we lack or seek a strong male role model in our life. If it is reversed, it truly indicates that your connection to your own internal masculine aspect is weakened and needs to be reconnected with. Let yourself be strong. So again, connect to your own masculine archetype. Also, address what your masculine connections have been throughout your life, your role models in that way. Because it's going to be important to help you with this process. So the final two cards we have here are fucking hell, beloved. Prepare for your life partner. Romance is returning to your relationship. Believe you are lovable. That just sums up fucking everything that we just read. We also have intuition. Listen to the whispers of your heart. Use divination tools to help you decide. Trust your intuition no matter what. So again, that's definitely the feminine aspect coming through here. But I can't fucking believe that that's here. Let's go ahead and talk about the beloved here. Jesus. So with this card, we got a lot of info here. Your heart yearns to be reunited with your beloved and enjoy a blissful, sacred relationship together. Or if you're already in a partnership, you may crave a deepening of romance and connection that may have been lost over time or through challenging circumstances. This loving pair of unicorns wants to reassure you that your joyful union or reconnection is coming soon, but there is some preparation to do. To receive your divine partner or reconnect with your current love, you must first love yourself deeply and know that you are lovable. Be honest about how you judge or dishonor yourself, and then be willing to treat yourself with the love, care, and nurture you want your beloved to hold you in. If you long for a partner who cherishes you, first cherish yourself. If you want to be with someone full of joy, be joyful yourself. If you want to be respected, begin by treating yourself with respect. And again, etc. and etc. Making these shifts may mean embarking on a healing journey back into wholeness. Be courageous in realizing the core wounds in your heart that keep you from feeling worthy. Be willing to forgive previous partners and surrender your stories of hurt and heartache. Readily transform old beliefs and programming around love, relationships, marriage, and sex. Be gentle with yourself and your partner if you already have one, and know that each old wound or belief you release brings you closer to your beloved or opens your heart to greater love. Allow romance to happen without hurrying it. Connect with your future love or current partner on a soul level and send them energy from your heart. Let them know you are doing the inner work to be ready for them or to deepen your journey together, and share your dreams for the beautiful future you will have together. So again, this is the massive work that you guys need to do in order to get this person to accept them into your life. And then of course we have intuition. So the answers you seek in this situation can best be found by turning within, asking for guidance from your heart, or using a divination tool to access your inner wisdom. Do not rely on any outside source or your conscious mind to give you the information you really need. Listen for the quiet whisper from within. Practice feeling the energy of your different options and choose the one which feels lightest. The more you tune in and listen, the more you will recognize the ways in which your inner guidance shows itself to you. It may feel like a soft, deep knowing or a light, loving energy. It is important to trust that your higher self can see the bigger picture and knows exactly how to guide you, even if it doesn't make sense. The answers you get back may not be the easiest or the most logical, and your mind may try to rationalize a different option. Ask the unicorns to hold you in a clear space whilst you seek true guidance, and have the faith and courage to follow it no matter what. So a big thing that came to my mind right there was it was talking about using a divination tool. Do not be a person who buys into that whole stupid I'm just going to say stupid fucking wives' tale about you can't use the tarot unless it's gifted to you. That is such massive bullshit. I'm sorry. You can buy your own deck for yourself. And I've bought plenty of them. It does not change anything because, again, it's about the energy you put into it. And regardless if you're gifted a deck, if you buy a deck yourself, it's like you need to cleanse that shit before you use it anyway. So it's like it's kind of redundant. That part doesn't really matter if it's gifted or not. Especially if I get gifted a deck, I'm going to cleanse the fuck out of it because I don't want whatever attachments or energy from the other person still attached to that, coming onto me. That's just basic cleansing and protecting your aura kind of information. So don't believe that. You can buy your own deck. Again, just go with what you feel drawn to and purchase that because that's what's right for you. So let's go ahead and pull some final messages for you guys and see what it is the fairies want you to know. Lastly, okay. This travel card has come up for most people. So yeah, we have travel. Of all the things you can do, travel is on the cards for you. We have 4-leaf clover. You have found a 4-leaf clover. Unlucky times will soon be over. Keep going. The world at times is big and loud, but we'll make sure you're safe and sound. You are on the right path. The way ahead is clear and true. You've chosen the right path for you. We also have be strong. When trouble seems to be brewing near, your inner strength will keep you clear. Release. Sometimes the only thing to do is laugh or cry. It's up to you. Rainbows. In our forest, no trees debate. Rainbows stand with love, not hate. And finally, we have learn. A little nudge is now your turn. It's now your turn. Put on your thinking cap. It's time to learn. So those are your final messages here. So if this reading resonated, please do leave a like on this video. Comment down below what you thought about it. Make sure to subscribe, turn on the bell notification if you do not want to miss any future videos. And if you'd like to help and support the channel in any way, there's going to be links to my Ko-fi, to my Amazon wish list, to my Instagram, because definitely join me over there because there's opportunities to win free readings with me, see more arts related stuff and more tarot stuff. It's all over there. And if you'd ever like to book a private reading with me or me and my Pisces-Twin, all that info is in the description. So thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.